Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Just talking about our favourite actor, Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Disney movie.
What a
Deadpool.
wonderful movie.
I'll be honest, it's not
Brilliant.
my favourite. Not going there anymore, but it's
Frank Leboeuf is with us too, our favourite actor on ESPN.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there you go. There you go.
Sorry, Frank.
You know
of
what?
course.
I love Craig today, you know, because I feel that he's always smiling on the kind of serious answer. He's quite of sarcastic today. I love that spirit.
What do you think of the summer? Kind of autumnal.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Just getting a
I'll
bit.
be wearing them
Yeah.
light colours after Labour Day.
No, it's not.
Everybody knows that.
It's off-white though, so it's okay. It's
What's
no white
off-white?
after Labour Day.
It's just dirty.
Hold on. What are you talking about?
You're not allowed to wear white after Labour Day, apparently, according to all the fashion laws.
Yes.
Obviously, you follow them so close.
You cannot wear what on Labor Day?
White.
Wear white.
I'll
White.
wear white after Labour Day.
Why?
Somebody's got to bring a bit of colour to this show. See that? Did you see the studio yesterday? Oh my God! Did you see them? I thought they were going to a funeral.
They probably were.
Yeah.
Bring up a little bit of, early autumnal,
We get the mood board out.
Can't wear white after Labour Day. Wayne, don't talk.
What is that story?
right.
What is
Who
that story
says
in
that?
Miami about the TV show in Miami? Miami
Vice.
Yeah, it
Don
looks like
Johnson
Miami.
over here.
Oh, yes, yeah.
All right.
Don Johnson.
Did you enjoy playing a derby rival right out the gate?
Don Johnson.
Yeah.
Have you been to Miami, Craig?
Sorry?
Have you been to Miami?
Yeah, why?
Do you like it? Just out of interest. I can't imagine you in Miami.
Why?
I don't
think
know.
that's a good question.
I'd just like to know what you think of it as a place.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
very
I've not been
strange.
round.
Very strange.
Of course I've been to Miami.
And you like
Well, some bits a bit alike and some bits I don't. I've had a little traipse down South Beach. I've played golf at Doral.
Hey? Oh, you have been to Miami.
I booked the Party Animal Hotel, unbeknown to me.
Oh, Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
Oh, for them, no.
Many-
Been there too.
Yeah.
Many years ago before I lived here, I was getting a good deal and I thought, it was only for a couple of nights because we were going down to Key West. I thought, that's the very one for me. And then my mate got here with his wife from Nottingham, England, and he came through the door into reception and it was like you were at a rapper's party, right? And he went to me, what the hell have you brought me to here? I went, well, it was cheap.
There you go.
Party hotel.
Did you enjoy Live nightclub also in the
I
hotel?
didn't do nightclubs. No, I was actually reading a very good book by 10 o'clock.
Wow.
No, Miami's all right. I wouldn't rush back there,
All right.
to be honest.
Guys, did you enjoy playing a derby rival right out the gate after an international break? Obviously, we're seeing the North London derby this weekend.
Like we remember playing international games and then after a derby. It's too far away from me for me, and I don't remember doing that. So I don't remember having to play a derby after an international break.
I don't remember either.
Okay.
Well, you couldn't remember your teammates earlier.
Yeah, maybe I should ask Craig, have I ever played a derby right after the national break?
I don't know if I ever have, but it's not something you really think about. Again, you don't really think about it. You just come back and you get on with it.
Okay.
I think people like to overthink here. That players overthink. You know,
Yeah, they forgot that we are only football players.
Yeah, we're not
Okay.
really. Oh, no.
Well, this is not one where you need to remember anything. For Craig, if you get the chance to
How
coach...
am I not a Miami kind of person?
No, I didn't say you weren't. I just wondered what you made of Miami.
You just said you were...
What are you, the Miami
You
tourist?
just said you were reading a book by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's not a Miami thing.
No.
How do you know? You said nobody's reading a book by
Take
10.
to me.
Next question.
That's what
Next
Kay
question.
No,
That's what Kay said.
it's Frank who goes the most.
No, Craig, Frank's an LA guy.
No,
You're the Miami boy.
I love going to Miami, and I'm going to be there for New Year's Eve because I really enjoy Miami. And I have to say, I'm going to the Betsy Hotel, which is a beautiful hotel. I love it. But it's a very nice place because you can have everything, and it's nice to have a nice weather in December, which is not the case for LA. LA in December is not that hot.
I'll be honest with you, I prefer...
Craig has a book for you.
I think for me, there's plenty of places...
Club.
For me, there's plenty of places in the US I want to go more of than Florida.
Okay.
I don't mind Florida, but there's plenty of other places. But I prefer the other coast. Prefer the Gulf Coast.
Okay.
Naples, Sarasota, out there.
Okay.
You're
Obviously,
so posh. You're so posh.
The beaches are nicer there.
Yeah.
The sand's nicer.
Yeah, unfortunately they're having, they have a lot of weather issues. They're having some at the moment, but I prefer that side.
All right. For Craig, if you get the chance to coach Man United, would you accept it?
No.
Okay, let's just say you did because it'll make it funnier.
Yeah.
Who are you going to take as your assistant?
Don't take Stevie, Liverpool guy. You cannot take Stevie.
Yeah, he wouldn't go.
No, yeah, Steve. Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't have you, so you can't have him.
Take him as the kit man.
Jules is the kid, man.
Who would be my assistant? I don't know. I know. There's
Rude. Rude?
Rude Hullet?
Yeah.
No.
Robbo, because then you could have a bad cop because you'd always be the really good cop in the duo.
That'd be,
Imagine Craig as a good cop.
actually,
Take the
plenty
kid
of
man. Take the kid man, Jules.
There's plenty of guys I used
Don?
to... Don? Oh, Don, he's too busy on Twitter.
And percentage.
Too busy arguing. He's too busy arguing with people he's never met on a daily basis. There's some of the guys I used to play with, obviously. Kevin Hitchcock was my best man. He's coached, but he'd be the goalie coach. Couldn't have a goalie doing that.
Jürgen Klinsmann. Take Jürgen.
One of the guys, certainly one of the guys I played with. And my buddy in Nottingham, Charlie McParlin, who's coached a lot. He coached with Roy Keane, coached at Notts Forest. So there's plenty of guys that I played with that I would take. I couldn't take. I'd take Shaq for the goalies, obviously. So it'd be double goalkeeper. Hitchy and Shaq.
Great.
I keep it on ring, just in case,
What?
You can make-
I'd take the money.
All right.
I'd go in, I'd take the money. I don't think I'd be very welcome. I'm not welcome any places, to be honest with you. But I'm not affected by it. I'm just like a occupational hazard.
Is Mo Salah one of the most disrespected players in world football? He's number 5 on the PL all-time goal involvements list, and he still doesn't make it to the list of 30 nominees of the Ballon d'Or, whereas Rice and Ruben Dias do. It's inexplicable, isn't it?
I have to agree a little bit with that. I think when I see Salah, I love the guy, the way he behaves first, but the way he plays, of course, his football, the way he can score goals. But sometimes, you can feel that he can be a little bit clumsy and maybe doesn't go according to the standard that we see with other players. But the influence that he put down the football in Premier League should have been rewarded a little bit more because he's been influential for Liverpool and he's been crucial in many games. He deserves better than the position that most people put him in.
Hey.
Just the colours are swapped around, but it's almost identical.
I'm gonna show the
Can you show the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
the
you tell
same.
the difference?
The same. Yeah, same face. Same
yeah.
face. Yeah, I look like Telly Savalas, and you look like Don Johnson.
Oh, Don Johnson, he just texted me. He's watching Extra Time. He said I look great. There's not many of us can pull it off. That's Shaq.
Yeah, you've got a point there.
Wait, we're not done, are we?
No.
Because I'm a private investigator. I've got things to do.
He had his private jet to get. Yeah.
I got to follow a couple of cars in Bristol here tonight.
You're a detective.
Is he a detective?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, well that's what I mean. I thought he was a private investigator. Oh, that's the other Don Johnson.
For Kay, start, bench or drop these Middlesbrough players.
Oh.
Bryan Robson, Christian Karembeu and Gaizka Mendieta. All right, sorry, Frank, but I've got to...
Christian, played for Middlesbrough. I don't remember that.
Yeah, for like one season. He's a very nice guy. I've worked with him before, but I have to drop him.
Okay.
Because even though Bryan Robson only played, 20-odd times for Middlesbrough because he was player manager, he changed everything when he came into the club.
Yeah.
Everything. Everything.
Tell me, Kay.
So I'm going to start him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bench Gaizka Mendieta because he won our only cup.
Yeah.
The Carling Cup back then. Now the Carabao Cup. And I will drop your Your man Christian.
That's right. But I remember Bryan Robson was the coach when we won the FA Cup against Middlesbrough, right?
All right. Frank,
No.
that's not what this is about.
Just to mention that he was the coach. Middlesbrough got the finalist of the League Cup that you lost against Tottenham, I think. Is that correct? And then Leicester, yeah. Then you lost the FA Cup against us. And I remember Bryan Robson. No, just to say, and Middlesbrough was relegated. And Robson moved out of the Wembley Stadium having a standing ovation. And I say, only in England you can see that. In France, I think they would have shot him, but in Italy or in Spain as well, the guy gets out of the Wembley Stadium losing everything. But maybe it was a miracle to be in 2 finals already. So fans, they were very good to know exactly what you could expect from that coach with his team. And I found it very moving to see the standing ovation from that guy going out of Wembley. That was spot on Middlesbrough fans.
Thank you. Just to add a little bit of context, as kids growing up in Middlesbrough, we would all have a second team that played in the top tier. And then he came and changed everything. We'd all were proud to wear Middlesbrough shirts. It attracted new players to the club. So, yes, Bryan Robson, I'll start him.
Even though you lost every
I know, thanks, Brian. Not like we remember. Could you not deal with me talking about Mendieta winning our only cup that did happen a few years later?
Okay.
Anyway, all right. Yeah. Do you think there are far too many games without much break for players? Since the start of last season until the end of the 2025 season, there seems to be no proper break for
they
players.
Have to stop that. They have to stop that. I played 5 years for Chelsea. I was international player. I had 15 days holidays for 5 years. I didn't care. We were playing during winter. I played, I don't know how many games that I played. Oh, yes, I've got injured. But I had some other players, and it's our life. We want to play games. I don't care about training session once all the week and a game on Saturday. I want to sleep, rest, play, rest, sleep, rest, play, rest. That's the only thing that I wanted. That was perfect for me. A game every 3 days, that was great. I was living my life as a football player at the top level. That was absolutely fantastic.
Haven't we got this this new formatted club World Cup? Mm-hmm. Is it 20 teams or 24? I can't remember. That's next summer?
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly the dates of it, but again, this is just more games, more teams. So we have the Euros in 2024, the World Cup in 2026, and then we have this new formatted Club World Cup coming off the back of a Champions League season with even more games.
Yeah, but Craig, in 97, the year before the World Cup, we had a tournament. After the season, we won the FA Cup. I had to go with France to play international games. We had the French tournament. We played against Italy, England, and Brazil. So there is never a real rest for international players and top players. So yeah, I agree. Maybe it's a bit too much now with that cup tournament, but club cup tournament. But still, you know, that's what it is, and it's up to the big club with big bench depth to manage their squad. They have like 40 players. We only had the right to have 3 substitutions. I started with 2, and we played games. Not on fantastic field, no with the medicals that they have now. Come on.
Well, at least you know when to book your next vacation next year as well.
What's that?
During this break.
He loves it. He can't wait.
I don't have time.
Can't wait.
I'm out in the streets, me. I'm cleaning up the streets. Once I'm done in this show, I'm out there.
Okay.
Me and Starsky and Hutch and others, we're out, never ending.
For all, Dan and Deadpool, he can help you. For all, Dan mentioned that he's excited to taste some UK delicacies when he's back on there. When he's back on there, like a Cornish pasty. What food do you miss from the UK?
None.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Frank, you must miss some.
No, come on. You have music. We have the food. Okay, let's agree on that.
Really? The French have the food?
Of course, we have the food. We have the food. We have the wine. We have the culture. You have the music and the culture a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really, to be honest, pine for much, because unlike at least one of our colleagues, who had his palate removed. He had his palate removed at birth. And we know who we're talking about here.
Shepherd's pie.
Yeah. I'm okay with eating pretty much anything. I don't mind the fish and chips back home from the chip shops. People might not understand what that is.
Yeah.
You get the battered fish with
Fries,
it would be
let's say
fries
here.
here. We call it chips.
And vinegar.
The vinegar, the salt and vinegar and all that. That's a very popular dish back home. You do get it here. It's not bad. I don't have the chip shops, but I wouldn't say. I don't. Oh, I do miss. I tell you, I do miss a
beer.
really good. No, I get that here. A really good curry house.
Which kind of defeats the object as well, because it feels like the national dish back home.
What?
A curry from India feels like the national dish.
Yeah, it's true
but
that
even that
curry-
isn't our own food.
Yeah, curry comes from England, of course.
It feels like it does, doesn't it, these days? But producer Pete says you can't beat a full English breakfast.
It was funny that because I was telling Stevie this the other week when I was back in the UK. I went up to Scotland to see some family, and stayed in the hotel near the the hotel. So they did Scottish breakfast, and I decided, because Dan had this conversation before about Stevie about eggs Benedict, right? Obviously he did. So I said to Stevie, I was back. The Scottish breakfast looked good. I said, however, I decided to go for the eggs Benedict, and he looked at me and went, a complete waste of time.
Of course.
He said he'd eat it, but it's just a waste of time.
A waste, he called it. Oh, wait, I said, what do you mean? What a waste? A nice eggs Benedict with bacon and salmon on it and a hollandaise sauce. Really nice.
Really nice.
Not according to him, a complete waste.
Yeah, that really made me laugh. There was a question about it on Extra Time. There was a start bench or drop on it.
A complete waste. I don't mind a nice the eggs Benedict, fantastic.
I feel like I can answer for Shaka, but go ahead.
Right, what
I think it's
say?
Cadbury's chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, but you were going to say something else.
No, I was going to say, I like a Sunday roast. I like a Sunday roast in England. Can't say much more than
That's very traditional in England, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, well, I suppose in the whole of the UK, but particularly in England, you go to the old pub,
Yeah.
sometimes rural pubs in the middle of nowhere, and you big Sunday roast. Fantastic. That's pretty good.
That's the only thing. That's the only
I
thing
love
could
Sunday
call.
roast. I miss pickled onion Monster Munch.
You get it here.
But you can get it here now because I moved to a town where they opened a British goods store. So,
Monster Munch?
yes. You never had a pickled onion Monster Munch?
Yeah.
I used to get that from the
I wish I
garage.
didn't.
What?
Pickled onion, Monster Munch, or whatever.
Then obviously there's the Parmo in Middlesbrough.
Well, I've heard
Regional
enough about
dish.
a Parmo. I have no idea I still don't know what Parmo
Nobody
is.
knows what it is. It's an escallop of chicken or pork with like lots of cheese and garlic sauce on top, bechamel sauce too, salad on the sides, fries or chips.
Yeah,
One day kept
very
losing all
light.
them finals.
Very light, Frank, over 1,000 calories per serving. But I will say, Dan Thomas, when he does come round for lunch, he is, could we have a full English? That's what he wants when he comes over.
He's another heathen.
That's nice.
He's not quite in the same stratosphere as Stevie, but he
It's not that far.
he'll eat things.
I will say, though, Frank, I was quite surprised last time we went out for dinner. I thought Dan had got quite adventurous.
Yeah. Wait, and
Did you notice?
Yeah, I did notice, and a year ago I made him taste snail, the French snail, and he did it, and he liked it because mainly it's not the snail, it's the sauce that you do, the dressing that you do around the snail. Otherwise, it's uneatable like anything else. But he did it, he tried it, and he liked it. So well done, Mr. Dan Thomas.
Yeah. Well, he'll be tucking into a Cornish pasty. All right, for K of the three...
He'll be tucked into bed now.
Oh, he
There's a wet blanket, isn't he?
Reading a book.
2 pints
Maybe reading a book.
2 pints of lager, he won his back. Flat out. What?
That's still on vacation, isn't he?
What? Yeah,
Dan, yeah.
exactly.
Is that what you're saying? That's what he's doing on vacation?
Was he on lemonade?
No. Okay, of the three guys on today's panel, which one would you let
You sending
babysit
me-
your children and why? And which one would you not use?
And we don't know.
Craig was babysitting,
I
he told
know.
us.
This is a
Just
funny
yesterday.
thing. Apologies, Shaka, because I know you've had 5 of them, but we know he's got recent history with looking after babies.
Yep.
So Craig is going to babysit.
No apology needed.
And he lives closer.
No apology needed at all.
Well,
You're the babysitter.
Look, I watched Three Dogs.
Can you drop me, Kay? Can you drop me? Because I'm happy to be
Frank,
dropped.
I was going to drop you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I don't know what they'd come back saying if they spend a day with you.
I'm good with I'm good with kids, but I have some other things to do. Please leave me alone with that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And Shaka, we'll just have you as a backup then.
Aye.
Yeah.
Just in case Craig has to do any
Is
investigation.
this your burner account?
No. No, but Andrea is a regular contributor to Extra Time Questions, so I very much appreciate the questions coming in. All right, that was all we've got time for. I know 2 questions for me in one show. I don't know what's going on. That's all we've got time for in the latest edition of Extra Time. We will be back tomorrow to do it all over again.